in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, foxtrot. Switch. Hard.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard
line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Hey, 4 down. Mike 7.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Didn't have the greatest field position. Start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Don't get nervous. Mike 7. Here we go. All goes special.
Throwing is Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams, and the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015.
Tight job right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fight, 280. 7. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Dances by him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, exit. Check 43. Watch Leo. Watch twitch.
He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bullock will put this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and now it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Big stop, let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Alert, 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 alert.
6-0 our score after 1.
Let's move the screen. 36 power. Bang out, bang out, bam, bam. Check 26, alert, alert. Shoot, shoot. Check 37, check 37.
Wilson now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got it. Ready. 10 logo. 61. Matchbox lights. Okay, Alpha. Check, check, check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Muck, boy. 56. Pull it high. Go.
Back to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Slam, slam. Alert.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
What? 380. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Still guys, 4 down. Tell to Mike. I'm not ready. Mike 7. Mike 7.
To throw on third down, Wilson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Squeeze. Wait. Zoom. Rush in.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Bravo.
2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Five. Check safety. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Yep. No.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Now, you're out. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go. Me.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 91 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 0.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Met. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
14.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Strong right. Strong right. We got 4. We got 4. Pull up for signal. 7.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Front left. What we got? Watch out. Hold up. Still got 4 down. Alert flare. Shift.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, wahoo! Hey. Secret.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
I can't believe they let you play.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Check, 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 check.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10th. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 25 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well.
2, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Yo, 40. Give me something. Hot 7. Check 3. 7.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
On 1st down, Mixon. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yo, faster. Whip. Watch the whip.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Back to the air. Wilson after the pick six. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Seahawks on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give right side. Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Let's go, let's go. Mike, 7. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. What?
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Go! 8 read. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Check, 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 check. Switch.
Get it.
Here's a run with Mixon, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ready.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Topper.
Alert 3.
Ready.
Another try for Mixon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll set up to throw. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 4-yard line.
Come on,
on 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
It's our time. It's our time.
5.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Bengals, It's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.